First of all, that's a good basketball team that we played tonight. Very physical team, a team that can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Obviously, a very, very good defensive team, a team that really moves the ball very well. By the time you can get 29 assists, you're moving the basketball and sharing the basketball. So, it's a very good team that we've played. I thought our guys fought really hard the first 20 minutes to start that game. Obviously, we came out the first 4 or 5 minutes of that second half, had some crucial turnovers, and didn't get the stops we needed to give ourselves a chance tonight.
Right, questions for Chico and Jeremiah?
Chico, with Jalen and Caleb obviously being out tonight, you had to be kind of the primary ball handler. You played almost all 40 minutes. Can you just talk about your mindset heading into the game and kind of how you felt like you were able to lead the team on offense tonight?
Yeah, I feel like I got a lot of reps this week at the point guard position. Got that on the playbook. Found some open guys that hit some shots like J.O. tonight. He was hot from three, so finding an open guy like that, just being a leader from that point guard position, it felt good tonight.
And then, Chico, can you kind of just speak of, the frustrations or, effects that come along with playing in your home arena, but it's filled with almost 75% of the opposing team's fans, so there's not much of a home field advantage at that point?
Right. We go in our games with the players on our team and our coaching staff and everybody in our program. So those are guys that are with us every day. Those are guys that are with us in practice in the weight room that see it on the scene. So we try to put the best performance we can every time on the floor.
Jeremiah, you obviously had a really strong game tonight with 25 points. Can you just talk about kind of your development these last couple of games and kind of how comfortable you feel shooting from behind the arc, especially tonight?
I feel extremely comfortable. It's been something I've been putting that work in for years, not just this summer, but just my whole basketball career. So it's just trusting my shot, and I give credit to my teammates for finding me tonight. I didn't have to force anything. Everything came in the flow of the game, so give credit to my teammates for finding me.
Chico, it started the second half. They kind of went on that big run to kind of push away. Can you just talk about what you felt like was the difference there to start the second half and why you guys weren't able to kind of combat their early run?
Yeah, right. We came out flat in the second half. We didn't have that same pop, that same energy that we did in the first half, but we're going to correct it next game.
Anything else?
Jeremiah, I would say the last 2 games just has been really a game of runs for the opposing team. What do you think you guys need to work on defensively to kind of improve that as the season progresses here, as Big East plays right around the corner? It's not going to get any easier.
I think that we're not far off. I think that there's just a couple things, a couple lapses, like a couple gaps that we're not in, a rebound here and there that we're not finishing. And it's just about watching the film as a team and just correcting those little things. I don't think we're far off, which is a good thing. And we've been practicing hard, and we'll continue to practice hard and correct this.
All right, thank you, Chico.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take questions for Coach.
Then, Coach, not the ideal start to the second half, 21-2 run for the Cyclones. How disappointed are you in the team's defensive efforts tonight, and what do you think you could do to help prepare them as the season progresses?
Anytime you give up 100, you're not going to give yourself a chance. That's just too many points to be giving up. The problem we had some live ball turnovers to start that second half, and it's hard to defend when you're guarding layups on the other end. So them turnovers that they created to start that second half really affected us. That's a team that's averaging 13 steals a game. So they're really trying to turn you over, and I think they really turned up the defensive intensity to start that second half, and then that led to some easy baskets for them, which was hard to get our defense set up. And then at the same time, we're not scoring, and it's hard to be able to change defenses like we were able to do in the first half.
Coach, can you give us an update on Caleb's status? It's obviously a wrist injury. Is it the same sort of injury from what he had last year?
It's similar. I don't know exactly if it's the exact same. He just had a day in practice where he came down on it a little bit. So, we'll see. It's day to day. It's not the same where I don't think a surgery is needed, but we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Coach, obviously Iowa State had a lot of fans tonight. It seemed like they kind of outnumbered DePaul fans pretty heavily tonight. Do you feel like it's kind of maybe an indictment on where the program is currently, where tonight kind of maybe felt like a road environment where it should feel like a home game?
I don't necessarily know if it's an indictment of where the program is. I think if you look at Iowa State as a program, they travel very well everywhere they go in the country. They have a great fan support, and in the Big 12 and the Big 12 tournament and NCAA tournament, they travel very well.
Coach, coming into the season, you talked a lot about defense and how that was going to be a strength of this team. Teams are shooting 50% against us, and 56% tonight Iowa State shot from the field. How can you guys make adjustments to rectify that?
Well, for one, we've got to dig in more. Again, we're not creating enough turnovers off of our defense. We only turned them over 9 times tonight. Again, we need to probably press a little bit more. We did in the first half. Changing up our defenses will help, but we just got to be able to dig in more as far as in the man-to-man set of what we're doing defensively and really guarding the paint. We didn't do a good job. They outscored us 52-24 in the paint tonight, driving the basketball and throwing the basketball in the paint.
And then, Coach, obviously 52 points in the paint, route rebounded tonight. What do you think you guys can do just moving forward to make the adjustment against teams that have a little bit of size, knowing that Deshaun's a little smaller down low? And is there thought of maybe using 2 big men like Churchill and Mac down there, Jeremiah and Mac? Like, what can you do probably just to kind of like change what we've already seen from this point in the season?
We got to play with more physicality. Iowa State was a very physical basketball team. Texas A&M would be a very physical basketball team. We have to play with more physicality.
Coach, I know you've talked about kind of generating offense through turnovers, but in terms of the half-court set, what do you think you guys can do to adjust to get some easier looks? Obviously, second half started off struggling, but what do you think you can do to create some easier looks in the half-court sets?
We got to move the ball more. The ball is getting stuck too much. And, again, I think Chico did a great job. We're asking him to do a lot. He played 38 minutes. He had 8 assists. But we got to, make the defense change sides. We're trying to attack on the first side, and we got to make them guard 3 or 4 sides before attacking.
Coach, Churchill seems like whenever he gets on the court, he makes an impact. How do you foresee his development coming along since the last couple of games?
I think Churchill is coming along very well, and he does add a level of physicality for us. So, again, we've got to find a way to get Churchill some more minutes out there on the floor, because I think he provides something that we don't have a lot of right now with his physicality. So I like the progress he's making, and I think he'll continue to get better and better.
We'll take one more question.
And then, Coach, the schedule doesn't get any easier from here on out. What can you do to make sure the team's in high spirits, knowing how difficult the schedule is down the stretch here?
This is a resilient group, and what I will say is they showed they can do it. I thought we played a very good 20 minutes of basketball tonight. I thought we very easily could have had the lead at the half. So they know what they are capable of. We just got to be able to put 40 minutes together, and that's our job. That's my job. As the head coach, that's our job as a staff, is to put these guys in a position to put a full 40 minutes together, and we will.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.